My name is Quentin Crisco. Find me on Twitter at BuckHisStats. Make sure to check out my podcast, Shaving Points Podcast. Also check out my game preview article at ontapsportsnet.com. I'm going to start out looking at their run defense, specifically some of these inside runs. On this play, I want you to look at number 91, Fletcher Cox, and number 97, Javon Hargrave. Watch how they eat up these duo blocks. We're looking at duo on this play from the Giants, and then these guys will peel off once they can up to the next level, and he's just trying to run right through this hole or right through that hole. But because these two interior defenders eat up so much, those blockers aren't able to get off their initial blocks. Makes it really easy for the linebackers to go make a play. On this play, I just want you to watch number 91, the 3-tech Fletcher Cox. Watch him just prevent a massive run play here. I mean, the guy is just an outstanding football player. Like, you're Saquon Barkley, and you're saying, oh man, I got some nice green grass to run through. I just gotta sidestep this guy, and then I'm gone. That guy's Fletcher Cox. Recent addition to the Eagles, Linval Joseph. He doesn't actually make the play here. I just want you to watch his anchor on this play. I mean, he is just so dang strong. Like, look, he can't move that guy. He's a massive reason why this play was a run stop. Like, so, can't move him. Linebacker's getting moved, but how stuffed up that is in the middle is what forces Saquon outside. 29's unblocked. Gets nowhere. All right, this time around, we're watching number 93, Milton Williams. Just pay attention to his hands and his first step. He is so explosive. He is an athletic freak. When he came out in that draft, he was just he's one of my favorite players because he just had measurables that you don't see very often. And between his hands here and his get off, he's barely touched. Just that nasty swim move, comes right over the top, makes the play. We're watching number 55, the ageless veteran, Brandon Graham. Outstanding football player. This dude's just strong, he's slippery, he's tough to get a block on. On this play, we're gonna see number 64 kick out and try to make that block as he's going up to the next level. And he can't quite get all of Graham, and just, if you don't get all of them, he's gonna go make the play in the backfield. Now that we've shown some of the unsuccessful plays against the Eagles run defense, most of them were inside runs. I'm gonna show a couple that I found from the Green Bay Packers game and from the Giants game where they did have more success. It was mostly outside runs that had more success, but the inside runs were stronger for play action, which is something we'll get to later. Let's just take a look here at the Packers running crack toss play. So on this one, there's a wide receiver right here, and he's gonna crack down on this edge, and it's just Rodgers is gonna toss the ball to Aaron Jones, and he'll take it outside for a nice easy gain. See that crack right there? Another outside run, this time it's A.J. Dillon, and I'm pretty sure they're just running his own toss. Rodgers will turn around, toss the ball to A.J. Dillon, and A.J. Dillon's just going to cut his way through the traffic. Good vision. Nothing special about it, just a nice well-executed run. And this one is a read option play. So Daniel Jones is going to get the snap, running back's going to come in for the handoff, and Daniel Jones gets to make the decision. Do I want to hand it off so he runs up the middle, or keep it and I'll take it out this way? And Jones is a keeper here and gets a really nice gain off of it. Probably because of how they might have set up the inside runs earlier in the game too. All right, now we're going to take a look at their pass rush. Starting this off, we're just going to look at some of their four-man rush packages. Just straight up 4 men on the line of scrimmage, 4 men rushing. This one, I want you to watch number 97, Josh Sweat. Just run the circle straight into the backfield and make a play. Excellent speed, good bend around the corner. Now we're taking a look at Hassan Reddick, number 7, who shows similar speed and bend here on this play. He's a stand-up linebacker, but he's typically a pass rusher. I think he has 8.5 sacks on the season, having a very good year for the Eagles. and he just cuts back inside when he sees Jones step up in the pocket and gets the sack. This Eagles defensive line does a really good job of playing as a unit. Jones is feeling the pressure up top already from Josh Sweat right here, and he's saying, okay, I got some room to step up right in here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And you see Reddick's already getting ready for that. He's already starting to cut back and say, Sweat's got him, has him in a spot where he's either going to get the sack or force him up in the pocket. So I'm going to make sure that if he jumps up in the pocket, I have him. So here, I want you to watch number 91, Fletcher Cox. I want you to watch number 91, Fletcher Cox on this stunt. Because of the way they run this stunt, the offensive linemen get confused and end up pretty much just letting Fletcher Cox go. So you're going to see Reddick take a step forward and then cut back on his stunt inside to the A-gap. And when he does that, both 73 and 64 they keep their eyes on him, and it lets 91 Fletcher Cox just go right in between them for the easy sack. The Eagles are going to run a fair amount of stunts like this with their 4-man rush. They're very veteran. They understand what they're doing. And check out this smack here from Marcus Epps. Just boom. What a hit. If you catch on to the trend here, Fletcher Cox is a very important player in this defense. So we're watching Cox here once again, and he just does work on this play. Gets through 76, just bull rushing him back, separates from the blocker, latches onto the quarterback. And back to the ageless wonder, Brandon Graham here. Just bull rushes this tackle straight back into, I think that's Evan Neal, first round pick out of Bama, straight back, has him hop stepping the whole way. Like, look at this. Just how does he have this much power? It's just hopping him back, sack. So now we're going to take a look at some play action passing concepts that done well against the Eagles defense. We see man coverage across the board. We see this linebacker drop out into just in just a shallow zone. Single high safety up here. We're going to see Alan Lazard, James Bradbury here. Bradbury's playing with outside leverage, so he's protecting from the numbers to the sideline more heavily than he is from the numbers to midfield. And numbers to midfield are exactly where this route's going. Get a nice gain for a first down. Well, actually, he drops this ball. So if Rodgers is putting the ball right around here, I think you're talking about Lazard getting up to the 40 or 50, a bit easier to catch if he hits back shoulder on it. But he leaves it a little short, which makes it a bit tougher of a catch. Lazard still should have caught it, but I mean, I think you could have been talking about a gain up to like the 40 had he placed it where I mentioned. And then for the last segment, I'm going to take a look at some of the Packers screen concepts they used against the Eagles. They had a lot of success with these screen concepts. In order to do this, I'm actually just pulling some film from my Packers film review that I did 2 weeks ago. Here we go. This first one, 11 personnel, we are going to see him come in motion across the screen, and then we're going to get block, screen pass. And we'll get a little play action in here too from the running back. On this next one, we're getting a very similar look. So we're going to have this wide receiver, once again, coming in motion over here. We notice that this one's 12 personnel. We got 2 tight ends right here. So a little different from the last one, which was an 11 personnel. And then we're going to see the running back come take play action and then leak out right over here for another screen pass. This wide receiver is going to become a blocker. This wide receiver is going to become a blocker. And they're going to get the ball to Aaron Jones on this one. So very similar concept. So basically they're getting the defense's head. 12 personnel, 2 tight ends out here. We're going to see the running back doesn't do play action this time, but starts out blocking, then leaks out this way. Best way to show this variation is just showing it here. We're going to see him leak out over here. This linebacker's going to go, oh no, they're doing it again. And he just powers over this way. And in the meantime, Bob Tonyan just gets left wide open over the middle of the field. Easy completion. And it's because of how they set this up previously with similar looks. And that's all I got for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Go check out Shaving Points podcast. Check out my game preview article with my full writing breakdown of the matchup, and bear down.